Good morning, everyone, to this is the agenda for a special meeting of council for Tuesday, July 7th. I want to welcome everyone. Good morning to the staff, everyone that's watching, and my fellow councillors. So we'll call the meeting to order.
Be it resolved that the agenda for the special meeting of the Council of the Municipality of Dysart et al. Held on July 7th, 2026 be approved as presented.
Can I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Councillor Casey and Councillor Donaldson. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest this morning? Seeing none. So items of business, the council vacancy update. We'll turn this over to Tamara.
Hey, good morning. We just have this one short report today. I'll just go through it. As you all know, we had a special meeting on June 16th, at which point the mayor's seat was declared vacant and council decided to appoint from within. In accordance with your vacancy policy, the vacancy was advertised in local print media and online. And members were advised if they wanted to fill the position to notify the clerk by last Tuesday, June 30th. At that point, we received one submission by the deadline from Deputy Mayor McKechnie. This will now leave a vacancy open for the seat of Deputy Mayor. As noted in the previous report, the council vacancy policy provides for appointing a current member of council to the role, appointing the candidate from the previous election who ran for the position that is vacant, or putting it out an open call for applications for consideration by council. Appointing a candidate from the previous election is not applicable as the deputy mayor was acclaimed in the last election. As with the process for the mayor's vacancy, public notice will be again provided online and in the local newspapers. Members of the public aren't allowed to make delegations, but they can submit letters if they're interested in doing that, and they'll be placed on the agenda. Any current member of council, again, who wishes to fill the seat of deputy mayor, will provide me with notice in writing at least 5 days prior to the July 28th council meeting. So that'll be July 21st at noon. And at the July meeting, council will review any of the submitted correspondence with regard to the candidates, and any candidates will have 5 minutes to address council. And council members may ask each candidate one question if there's more than one candidate. But candidates won't be able to ask each other questions. Votes will be taken in public with a show of hands. And then once it's known which council seat will be vacated by the deputy mayor appointment, council will have to declare that seat vacant and determine the next steps. As the vacancy will be declared within 90 days of the election, there's no requirement to fill the vacancy at that point. You could choose to leave it empty until the end of the term. But if council does wish to fill the remaining seat, the options provided in the policy mirror the options provided for the mayor and deputy mayor seat. Being that you could appoint a person from the previous election who ran in the ward or seek general applications. The process to seek general applications, I think, would take you too far into pretty close to the election date itself. So there's quite a bit of notice period required for that. Another option that isn't included in the policy, but that Dysart has followed in the past and other townships have done as well, is to consider appointing somebody who's previously been on council that isn't looking to run for the next election. If you're just looking to fill for the last few seats, because that appointment wouldn't take place until the August meeting. So you'd already be in lame duck at that point, and then there'd be September, October meetings, and then you're at election time. So that'll be up to you to decide that next step of whether you want to, how you want to fill that final vacancy. But at this point, you don't know who that next vacancy will be, what seat that will be. So we just have to play it out, but give that some thought between now and the next meeting. And if anybody has any ideas or wants to talk about it, let me know. I think we could move on to the resolution at this point, unless anybody has any questions about the report.
Be it resolved that Walt McKechnie be appointed as mayor of Dysart et al. For the remainder of the 2022-2026 term of council, and further that the position of deputy mayor be declared as vacant, and further that council direct that the vacancy for the deputy mayor's seat for the remainder of the 2022-2026 term of council will be filled by appointment of a current member of council at the regular meeting of council on July 28th, 2026. And further that the notice of vacancy will be posted online and in the local newspapers.
We have a mover and a seconder, please. Counselor Casey. And Counselor Donaldson. Confirming by law. Walt, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yes. Yeah, thanks, Chair, Nancy and Tamara and staff here. This is such an honor for me to sit in this chair that Murray sat in for so many years. Giving service to our community. He was all friends of all of us, but you know, like, I sure was a dear friend of his, and I respected him so much. And like I saw, we miss him so much. We'll never replace him. I'd like to thank our council for all their support on this issue going on here today, and staff. I really, really appreciate it. Regard to council, I would really like that council would continue to work hard, which we will do in regard to these three major projects that Murray was so adamant about us getting closer to finish, so the next council will be ready to carry on with them. And that's a great goal for us to have, I believe. I'd like to thank my wife Suzanne, who's here today, for all her years of support of my 16-year career on council, and continues to support me to go on, even though I know she has to have a lot of patience. I'm on the phone a lot, and Murray and I talked every day, but I enjoyed dealing with our taxpayers' concerns. So all counselors spend a lot of time on the phone, and they need their wives to be very supportive, and I'm sure lucky I have Suzanne. She's been that way with me for so long. I'm so lucky today to have Murray's wife, Donna, here today. Donna and Murray have become such good friends of mine, and so many other people, but I'm talking about my friendship with Donna and Murray. And Donna, she knew how many times Murray and I talked. If I hadn't called him by 5 o'clock, he was calling me, and I'd say 80% of our conversation was Dysart, what's going on in Dysart. And it's like I say, Donna, it's so great that you're here to support me. And I'd like to thank you for that. If you'd like, Donna, I would, you know, if you'd like to say a few words. Well, it's a great community. You know, those words are so true. And I think this council realizes that. And I think that we will take the ball and run with it, and work very hard as a team to get some things accomplished here. That's for sure, even though it's, you know, my position's only temporary, and I know that, but I'm still really honored, and I'm going to really look forward to working with our council. I know we're on the same goal, and this goal was Murray's, to get those three projects closer to being completed, or just closer for the next council to be able to walk in and take over. So thanks very much, Donna, for being here, though. Okay, that's all I have to say. I'm just going to say it again. I am really, really honored to begin sitting in that chair, folks. Thank you.
Jeez. I don't know if I can read this. No. Yeah.
It's okay. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2026-58, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the special council meeting held on July 7th, be read a first, second, and third time, passed, signed, and the corporate seal attached thereto.
Mover and seconder, please. Pat? Carm? Moved.
Adjournment. Be it resolved that council adjourn its regular meeting held on July 7th, 2026 at 9:12 a.m.
Mover and seconder, please. Counselor Donaldson, Counselor Casey. All in favor? Moved. Thank you, everyone.